Welcome, everybody, to the Imitated, Not Duplicated. Don't hate us because you ain't us. B-Hawk Live. Let's go.
Boom! Boom! You know we gotta come in. You gotta come in blazing, and that's what Amanda did. Welcome to this edition of the X-Fan Show and B-Hawk Live. We are together for this edition tonight. As you can see, we are combining the two for one night only. B-Hawk Live, X-Fan Show. I'm the A-Train Arlington Lane. That doofus right there is dirty. The
I
guy
pinch
right,
pennies.
yeah, he pinches pennies, right? That guy below me.
Big Daddy
I
Ed.
hate to even say that like that, but that's Big Daddy Ed. And of course, in the corner,
The
bottom of
hyena. Hello.
Hyena is in the house. Good evening to all you guys tonight. Hey, we got a big show. Great discussion, hopefully, when we do this evening,
I
folks.
have a
And
feeling this show is going to go into overtime, which that is going to irritate me because I have been working on something for 6 weeks and it's pissing me off, and I do not want to go into overtime. So let's
yeah,
get this monstrosity going. I am
we
not in
got
the
to
mood to deal with you people tonight.
we got to remove that for one reason, man. I'm gonna have to remove one of the destinations tonight. Sorry.
That's
It's
okay.
okay. All right.
That's
Good.
okay.
All right. I'm glad you're cool with
Beat
that.
it up,
All right.
Arlington. You're already irritating me. Let's go.
I'm sorry, man. What's up, Keelan? What's going on? Hello, and Will and Javier is here. Javier, I think he came to me. He was like, "Hey, are you guys doing this show tonight? What happened to last night?" Well, we're here tonight. That's all that matters. Look at me just messing up my glasses and everything. But hey,
Jeez.
before we get started, I got a clip that I want to show everyone, and I want to get everybody's thoughts of it. This is Dwayne at the Daytona 500. Go ahead.
Take me to the football.
That's an
New
inside one
opportunity,
right there,
UFL,
man.
baby, huh? Yeah, exactly. Take me to UFL, the opportunity here and your involvement, the excitement of it, new season, new endeavor.
We can't wait. New endeavor. It is combined leagues of the XFL and the USFL, and we're super excited about it. We believe in this league. I think you're going to see great football here on Fox, of course. You're going to see passionate players, but also you get to see players who are grabbing the thing that we all want, which is opportunity.
Right.
And look, I making it to the NFL was my dream. It never happened, and I like to say it was the best thing that never happened for me. Thank you, brother. And but because it gave me a chip on the shoulder, and a lot of our players, dare say all of them at the UFL, got that same chip because they're ready to go. So I cannot wait.
All right, there you go. That is courtesy of Fox Sports. The one, the only Dwayne Johnson at the Daytona 500 said a word that jumped out to me. The word was opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
League of Opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all caught that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you're calling yourself a League of Opportunity, I'm not gonna waste any time tonight because I'm in that kind of mood. Um, why are you deciding that if this is a League of Opportunity, that you're hurting some of your players that you advocate for, right? You're hurting them, and you want them to abide by what you say. But if they need something that can help them along the way, you're not going to do it. You're going to decline it. Why?
Arlington, you son of a biscuit eater. You're goading me, aren't you? You're goading me. You're goading me. You're
Why would I
goading
do
me.
that? Why would I do that to you, sir?
Listen, okay. You're speaking of opportunity, right? Our
Correct.
very own, right down there, the hyena, Daddy Ed. She found something very interesting. Kind of goes along the line of what Arlington says. So I want to play this for us, right? In hyena, why don't you talk about what it is I'm getting ready to play, the AJ McCarron thing? So why don't you talk about it and let's get your take, and then we'll get the guys' takes.
Okay. Everybody, I want you to recognize one thing that is on there, and that is the date. The date. So if you guys remember, The last Week 10 game of the Battlehawks was against the Guardians, right? That was April 22nd and 23rd. The date on this video is April 24th. So go ahead and show that clip.
Why is it not playing? Of course it's not playing. Of course.
You don't know, because you don't know what you're doing, you
Oh,
sucker bum,
God.
you.
I'll show the picture. Show it,
There
Ben.
it is.
Show
So
the
there
picture.
it is, right here. Here's the picture. As you see, it's the April 24th date, right? In the video, which you can go on Twitter and find it, okay? It's on AJ's.
It was the reel, everyone, that the Battlehawks posted, that AJ had posted. It was the reel that at the very beginning, it was the date with a bunch of text or like comments and tweets and different things like that that the fans had posted throughout AJ's season of 2023.
How about I do it, since Dirty
Did
can't
you find it?
Since Dirty cannot get it together.
Thank you.
Tonight.
Thank
Dirty's
you.
an idiot.
And Dirty is like the biggest idiot right now as we talking. I'm like, come on, man.
I get
one
one segue for something. One.
And he screws
First
it up,
of all,
right?
hold on. First of all, if somebody would have sent it to me, not as a picture.
St. Louis fans, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support this year, welcoming me, my family, into the city of St. Louis. Maybe we'll run this thing back next year.
Stop it right there. Stop it. Maybe we'll run this back next year.
Run it up.
Hyena, since this is your clip, you direct it. What's your take on it? And then pass it off to who you want to.
You're going to let me do that?
Yep, absolutely.
Go,
this is your show, baby.
It's your clip. Let's go.
This is your show, baby.
Okay, so like I said, they played against the Guardians on the 22nd, 23rd. This video was posted on the 24th. I find it a little funny that AJ decided to be released from the Bengals and come back. So I want to know, was there a contract in place before he went to the Bengals or was there not? That's purely my speculation. That's clearly my guess. Oops! Don't know the answer. But I just find it very funny that video was posted the day after the game. That was the last game of the season. And now AJ is coming back. And it's kind of weird to me, right? Like, Dak, you've said in the past, right? That if you can stand on the sidelines and hold a clipboard and make tons of money, are you an idiot to leave? Question, yes or no?
And that's exactly what he did. He held the clipboard and made a ton of money. But now that the season is over, he's right back where I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I will say if there was one guy who never wavered on the fact that AJ was coming back, it was this guy right here. This guy right here has been saying AJ is coming back all along, and all I was told was how wrong I was. So just allow me to sit here with this shitty grin on my face. And breathe it in just a little bit.
Bask in the glory, sir. Hey, and this guy was the one that confirmed that he signed his contract and that he was already in. So, hey, you had the believer.
That's right, Mike. Big Daddy AJ. That's what you can start calling me.
Hey. You're being around Dirty entirely too much. That is the problem.
I don't know. It seems to happen to me on Wednesday nights. Mondays, I'm in complete control. I come on Wednesday nights. I just can't. Oh, what can I say?
He's talking about you, sir.
Brilliant, says Chris. This
talking about you, sir.
Bask, I say.
let's look at this, right? we can look at this one of two ways, okay? Now that the real person who actually talks sense on this show is speaking, we can look at this
What?
one of two ways, okay? Yeah.
Say that again, Flame
girl,
Wingman. Say that again.
Shut up, Flame Wingman. You're an idiot. But I still love you. Let's look at this, right? There's some. I mean, if you guys pay attention, there's a lot of things that we've said on all of these shows that are part of the F.U.E.L network that we have said and talked about, right? With the AJ thing, Hyena, you bring up a very good point. Could AJ have already been signed with the league and went there for some kind of reasons to Cincinnati to work out some more stuff, like working on his throwing mechanics, working with other people, getting things done, and getting
let
the
me
paycheck?
ask you let me ask you a question.
Okay.
How many other quarterbacks other than Jordan have made their return to the UFL?
I mean, right now, the only two that we know, I mean, Luis Perez still hasn't signed his contract. I don't
Brandon
think
Silvers is a backup. Yes, Arlington.
Arlington's favorite player, Brandon Silvers, is the backup. I mean, look, we do know that Brian Hill was paid by an NFL team to play for the Battlehawks last year. Lacoby Tucker has put it on his. Yes, EJ Perry has re-signed. We know that Lacoby Tucker had put it out on his social media pages that he signed with the San Francisco 49ers. So is it really the teams, the league paying these guys, or is it their NFL teams playing these guys? That's the question we have to ask ourselves.
But do you also notice, though, that especially the last month or so, when they started getting AJ to actually talk about whether he was coming back to the Battlehawks, what did he always keep saying at the end of the interview? If I play football in the UFL league this year, it will be with the Battlehawks.
Yeah, he did.
He never wavered. He never wavered from that.
He didn't, and I'll eat crow. He did say that. I was finally, you guys got me on something.
Breaking news
that I was wrong on.
Breaking news.
Finally,
everybody.
You guys got me something that I was wrong on. I was finally wrong on something.
Wait for that, baby.
For the first time in the 5 years of this show, Dirty was wrong on something.
Did you say first time?
Yes, first time. And first and last. That's it. First and last.
You freaking liar.
Holy crap, we got like a long question.
Well, hold on. So I do want to say something here. So Arlington, you talked about League of Opportunities, right? Okay. Yes. Now listen. I commend AJ for what AJ did. How he spoke out. Great interview. If you haven't watched it, go to the Manny Fresh Spring Boulevard. Watch Manny Fresh's interview with AJ, and he talked about how if this is the League of Opportunity, we need stuff for the, we got to do stuff. We got to make the money and all of that stuff, right? That's what he said.
This might be the clip. Let's see.
I want to help this league grow, whether I'm in it or not. I think it's important because I would listen to Coach Saban a lot, and he talks about like the NFL doesn't have like almost like a farm league, right? Like you think of every other professional sport, they have some type of minor league situation or guys that have probably been stuck on practice squad in the NFL and they're running out of time and they haven't been able to show, have a lot of film, and now they can come into this league and be able to showcase their talents and then possibly get bumped up and sign on somebody's active roster. And I think it's a special league that can last for a very long time and have a huge following. And it could be special. And, it's something you want to be a part of.
All right.
That was from Spring Ball Boulevard.
That was from Spring Football, courtesy of Matty Fresh. Okay, now look.
Matty Fresh, yes.
I'm glad AJ's back, but there's certain things, it seems to me, that certain players are allowed to do certain things that other players aren't allowed to do. AJ spoke out against the contracts and all of that stuff, right? AJ just posted today on his Twitter, hey guys, can you give me somewhere to live in the Arlington, rent somewhere for my family? Seems like AJ doesn't want to stay in the hotels. Okay. Now, Rock, if you're a league of opportunity, bro. Arlington? Are you ready, Arlington?
What are you speculating?
Let's put this up there. This is from my man JPZ. The USFL trying to force me to wear is crazy. Definitely not the league of opportunity. Big cap, find a way to get your own glove endorsements, but tell me they won't let me on the field with them. Handicapping folks' opportunities, should have known that's what you do when you cut from 8 teams in this league.
Why did you do that, man?
Now.
Why you throw him under the bus, man?
I didn't throw JPZ under the bus. I got to give the man respect. We do realize, I'm not saying I don't know. I can't say if I know or not. I'm just going to, here it is, Arlington. And guys, you ready? Dirty speculation. I'm thinking some of these people took some pay cuts, some big pay cuts to play in this league, right? They took some big pay cuts.
What?
If you're a league of opportunity and you got a guy that wants to do a personal appearance fee and a guy who wants to get a glove endorsement, let him do it. If that's the case. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just speculating. Now, me, I'm a football player, guys, right? Sure. And I never made it to the NFL. Would I love to play football for the next 20 weeks at $50,000? You're damn right I would, right?
Unless you a lineman, you ain't playing.
Right. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I'll go with Daddy Ed first, right? See, look, right here. Sabrina definitely said, took a pay cut, right? What's up, Ball Hawk One? Daddy Ed, I'm going to go with you because you're a businessman, right? If you never really made it to that upper league, right? I mean, would you play football and get your head knocked in for $50,000 a year and try to get some endorsement deals? I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm just saying
first off, it's not $50,000 a year. It's $50,000 for 4 months. So let's get that out of the way. But yeah, I probably would, because here's the deal. Number one, these guys are all athletes. All of them have the burning desire to succeed, right? They all want to get to that next level. So now they're going to get paid. Now, granted, it's not what they were getting paid last year. I'll give you that. But they are getting an opportunity to play the next 4 months for $50,000. So you do the math, $50,000 times 3 for a full year is $150,000 if you want to do equivalents. But really, you're talking about $50,000 for a 4-month hurdle to get them to the start of NFL training camp. So if they have an opportunity to play in this league, shine, make a name for themselves, tear it up, if it leads to them getting an opportunity to make an NFL team, let me tell you, it's going to be a hell of a lot more than $50,000 they're going to make if they make it to that next level. So even though you want to say they took a pay cut, they are still getting one hell of an opportunity playing in this league.
No, Arlington looks like Arlington's disagreeing with you, Daddy Ed. All right, Arlington, go.
I get it. It's business, man. I get that. But here's my thing. If there's an opportunity where it could better them, why not? Why not give them a chance? You know what I mean? But look, I get it. Look, they have their rules, and of course endorsements. That ain't big for the UFL right now because they just want to make sure they're playing football. I get it.
But I would say,
I mean, I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Chris asked me the question in the comment line that am I in favor of endorsements? I can't argue that. I mean, if just like you guys said, if it's a league of opportunity, give them the opportunity. If they've got a glove endorsement, they got a shoe endorsement. I don't care what they got. They should have the opportunity to continue. I don't see a problem with that.
Go, Hyena, because I got something else I want to talk about too on this.
Okay, listen. When I was growing up, my dad used to always tell me, right? This one little thing is called picking your battles. Okay? I'm sorry, but glove endorsement not that big of a deal. If you're going to try to tell a player you can't do an endorsement for a glove on the field, but yet they're also giving their gloves to fans that are standing on the sidelines. I mean, to take home, my dad has a Trey Watson one. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you cannot promote a league of opportunity if you can't stand by your meaning. You can't do it. You
Hyena,
can't.
quit moving so much because you break up the more you move.
If he's gonna have extra gloves now, since they're not gonna let him wear them, I would love a set for my background.
But okay, we're talking about Peasy. No, Peasy has not signed yet, and I have a lot to think that it has to do with that endorsement deal. I mean, look, here's another thing, and this was back in Mike Mitchell and News Hub and these guys broke this article, and this is about the Hines Ward thing. And let me scroll right here to Mike Mitchell, and this was from December 28th, courtesy of News Hub and Newsroom with James Larson. But Mike Mitchell had pointed Hines Ward indeed out due to a contractual dispute. Hines didn't agree to terms with this new merged league and coaching contracts set to begin on January 1st. Now listen, again, you're that player. If you're that league of opportunity, I understand, like up here in the big question. And don't worry, good doctor, we're talking about that clickbait bullshit that dumb group over there put up. Morons, idiots.
Chill.
You're right here. I got a question. How come they couldn't have more teams instead of just the 8? They could have at least added 12. There were a lot of good USFL teams that were left out. And why do you think they have 3 teams in Texas? I mean, you could put one of them in Houston or Dallas. I mean, you could have put a team in Oklahoma, Arizona. Listen, here's why. It makes sense to only have 8 teams. Financially sense. They're cutting dollars. They are running on a shoestring budget. So again, I'm going back to that speculation. If Hines Ward is out on a contract dispute, what's to say that they're not letting these players get some kind of personal appearance fee? But according to Jay Peasy, they're not, or endorsement deals. We don't know what they're doing. To me, it just doesn't seem like it's being that fair. But I understand why they're doing it to save money. Yes, Hyena.
I'm just saying my biggest thing is it's also kind of a double standard, right? So AJ can go on and talk about the league. He wasn't bashing, not at all, right? Go on and talk about the league and say how he's feeling, all of that, right? And I've seen some of the endorsements that he's done and promoted. He went on Barmageddon, same thing, right? Why can't Jay Peasy have a glove endorsement? You cannot call a spade if that's what you're going to do. It's going to be something where if one can do it, then can't the other. It's no different than any other business that's trying to run a business. What they do for one, they have to do for all. Or at least they should, right? That's what I'm getting at with this whole thing.
Arlington, unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna be that guy tonight. That I love AJ McCarron to death. I really do. Like he's good for the league and stuff. But if he can speak out on stuff and can go under the radar, and other people can do the same, I'm gonna need them to get the same energy. Give that same energy. And yeah, I'm talking about black players. Yep, it's Black History Month, and I'm saying it once again. Yep, I need y'all to give that same energy to them too. Because they're speaking out against it, and they know what's going on. And I love how the fact that AJ did speak out for the players because he is for the players, and he went against the league. But there are things that were out there online where certain players were making things that were going on, and they didn't even dare get picked up by a team.
Dad, what's your view?
That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And they were just as talented as the rest of the groups the rest of those wide receivers that were out there.
Yep. Daddy Ed.
So I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh boy,
Arlington, you got the old man. You got the old man's wheels turning.
No, I just because this is a position of, as much as I agree with A-Train and as much as he has the right to say it, the reason why I hesitate to answer is because there's everybody out there that, depending on what I say next after he has said that, they're going to throw all kind of labels at me, not knowing me, not knowing what I represent, not knowing how I think. That gets thrown out there, and depending on what I say right now, I'm going to get labeled. So I feel like A-Train has a right to say it, but I'm more than happy with his comments letting it stand on its own. I don't have to say yes or no to it.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Like
Jim Ward says again, who asked that big long question. He goes, "I think the reason why AJ McCarron is playing in the USL is to show his kids that can watch him like they did last time, but he knows he's not. He knows he's not getting any playing time with the Bengals. Look, and I get it. AJ is the face of this league. Okay? AJ is the face of this league.
You're right about that, because they gave him a whole page.
Look,
on
right here.
UFL.com.
Look, what Mark Thompson said, or what JR said. Mark Thompson talked a lot of crap and leaked it out, but he's in.
Is he a face of the league?
But the reason why he's in is because he was on a team. He had a team already.
Face of the league, though.
No, but he had a team already.
Okay, then that's all there is to it.
Jeff Badet didn't. So because Jeff spoke out, that's why he got left out. See, look, Daddy Ed, Sabrina's right there with you. She goes, "Speak your truth, Daddy Ed, whatever it is." So
this is a show of transparency.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. It seems like, and I'm just saying, if you're going to be the League of Opportunity, make it the League of Opportunity for everybody. Let everybody get the endorsement deals. Let them all get the endorsement deals that they need. That's just what I'm saying. Can anybody disagree with that? Can any one of the three of us disagree with that?
Look, somebody had posted a comment about the NFL doing that with certain things, and then you wonder why people call it the no fun league, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why they call it that, because they nitpick at everything. And I understand that the UFL, they want to make their league as close to the NFL as possible. But also, remember, Daryl Johnston also said in Memphis is that he did not want them to make it seem like that this was a feeder league or a developmental league. And like I've said before in the past, this is something that it's a special type of league. So if you're going to be special, what's wrong with allowing these guys to have a little money on the side, a little something in their pockets, man? I get it. They're playing for 50 grand and for 4 months, but hey, it ain't like they playing for $1 million.
But at the end of the day, it's standing behind your statement. You cannot it's like a mission statement, right? If you're going to broadcast it, if you're going to put it out there on interviews, you're going to say it all the time. You need to stand by it. That's just how it goes.
And I understand that this league doesn't want negative aspects, but here's the thing, folks. Transparency goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Transparency goes a long way when it comes to this. And plus, when it comes to fans, right now, they're trying to deal with this whole thing with the tickets. Because there are people that are trying to get their season tickets for the season.
All right, well, speaking of tickets, Daddy Ed, when do tickets go? When do single season game tickets go on sale?
The 22nd of February.
Now, Daddy Ed.
And if you're like me, you already have yours. So have at it, guys. Buy them all up now. I already got mine, so I don't have to worry about it.
Now, Daddy Ed, as Arlington was speaking, you were sitting there, and I saw your head turning. So, like, what is your take? You're a money guy. You are the money guy behind this F.U.E.L. and all of that stuff, right? What's your take? What is your take on it? Should these players be allowed to get the endorsement deals? Should they all be treated the same? And if one says one thing, then it should go for everybody. Like, what's your take on it?
Well, it's got to be for everybody. And just like they say, the NFL, the no fun league, you got UFL, you got the F and the L, you got the fun league there. So what's the U going to stand for? So
United.
You, hopefully for us, as in us.
United.
For us.
United.
But look, I mean, look at the 2020 season. Look at the 2023 season. There was a lot of energy in this league, and it goes clear down to the fans. I mean, the fans in our league was second to nobody. The passion that everybody had, from the players to the coaches to the fans, and why you would want to do anything that's going to curtail that and turn it into a more boring league just at the time you want people to get into it and be passionate about the season coming up. Why do you want to start stepping on feet and taking away energy that, I mean, JP's, man, I mean, he can be the face of your team. I don't get it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, Hyena, you're next.
This is kind of like a hypothetical, right? We have our show, right? We have a show, right? That's for the fans, right? Yes or no? Answer the question.
That's what we do this for.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's like telling the fans that they are not able to voice their opinion on our show, correct? That's like us not being able to give our opinion about the league. Yes? Same thing. So in my opinion...
Oh, my God. She's getting Daddy Ed all riled up. Look at him, Arlington.
Listen, come guns blazing.
That's my job as his daughter, everybody. That is my job as his daughter.
No.
Keep him on his toes.
Arlington, should we step out and let them go at it?
No.
Because they not. It's going to get real awkward.
I'm sorry, but at the same time, right, our show is also the show of opportunity, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. What does F.U.E.L stand for? Answer the question.
Fans United Experience Legion.
Thank you. So if the fans can't unite to give their opinion, what's our show here for?
Well, exactly. I'll say this from all of these comments.
Continue to do what we do.
I should be in that top square. Thank you. Leave me. I should be first after that.
I would say from all of these comments, it's because of these people on here watching the show is why we do this.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's my point.
Right. Like we've always said, we are often imitated, never duplicated, right?
Yes, JR, you are exactly right. I've went through years and years and years of counseling, and I get myself to an emotional level where I can deal with life again. And then these two ding dongs here, they want to start getting me going with my daughter again. That's going to turn back the pages of time and end up putting me in a funny farm.
Let's put them up there, Arlington. Let's put them right next to each other.
They can go at it.
Let them go at it.
Oh my God!
If she would quit moving, listen, Arlington. If she would quit moving, guys, we could. Oh, she muted herself.
Well, that's what happens when you're.
You pull the dirty.
When her studio is live from FedEx, she's got her packing boxes. She's got her packing boxes over here. Where's your little popcorn and your tape?
She muted herself, and she doesn't even realize it. She can't even hear it.
No. I know. No, let me tell you something. I know damn good and well that I muted myself because I literally went on a rant.
Oh, good. There we go. We'll mute her again then. This is the X-Fan show and B-Hawk Live. One night only. We are doing the crossover to give you everything.
Never get.
Do what?
Yes. You'll never get an entertainment show like this. You never will.
Exactly.
Listen, this is why I love my daddy. This is why I love my daddy right here because I literally I muted myself because I know better. Do you hear me? Because I know better.
She muted herself because she knew that it only takes one word to send me over the
Trigger
edge.
word.
Or
And
this.
I don't care.
Or
And
this.
I don't care if she would have, even muting herself, if she would have gave me the eye roll, I would have been climbing over this imaginary wall to choke the life right out of her. She knows the eye roll. She knows what it does to me. So
What's up? That's my man Gabe. Gabe, man.
What's up,
Hey,
Gabe?
over at the Gridiron
Alright.
Nation podcast.
Listen,
We good.
listen.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do
You
this.
guys need to calm down right now.
I know
This
Little
is
Dirty ain't
ridiculous.
got common
Listen,
sense
it's
right now.
ridiculous. Calm down, sir. I got 5 minutes before my bedtime, and I want to say something. Whatever I'm saying when AJ throws a touchdown, AJ McCarron. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Little Dirty's
Every
going to bed
time
now. There we
AJ
go.
throws a touchdown, well, everybody's saying AJ McCarron. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we giving y'all ideas for the Battlehawk
Right.
games,
See,
man.
everybody
Hey,
loves Little Dirty. Look, so there's an article. I'm not going to pull it up because the group's a bunch of idiots. I mean, listen, they're a
Really?
bunch of idiots over there at I-70 Sports. What's up, Rick? Why are you putting out an article clickbait bullshit?
hey, and there's Little Dirty. Hey, mute yourself.
A
Mute yourself.
bullshit article about how the UFL is going to build the Battlehawks a new stadium. They can barely get them. They can barely get him to put a new turf in the dome.
we can't even get a
If
fresh.
you're going to put out an article,
Shut up,
saying,
Dirty. Let my dad
"We're gonna
talk.
I
build
can't
the
even get a
dome for the
fresh pet. I
Battlehawks."
can't even get a fresh
Go
pretzel.
ahead.
I can't get a hot dog that wasn't made 3 hours ago. And you think that we're going to flip money out to build a new stadium for the Battlehawks? We lost the Rams, for God's sake, because come hell or high, we weren't going to get a new stadium in St. Louis. They were never going to build us a new stadium in St. Louis. So if they're not going to do it for the St. Louis Rams, what made you think in a million years they're ever going to say, yeah, let's build the St. Louis Battlehawks a new football stadium? It ain't going to happen.
Listen.
So that is a stupid. When I saw that on Facebook, I literally started laughing and almost to the point where I was crying because it ain't ever going to happen. Never going to happen.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Anytime you see anything dealing with the dome, it's nonsense. And they talking about doing anything better, it's nonsense. Battlehawks having a new stadium, that's nonsense. All right, listen. The days of having an NFL team
Hold on,
in St. Louis
Battlehawk new
are
stadium,
done.
LOL, when you can't even get a fresh pretzel.
I
That's
tell
it
you
right
Let me
what.
there.
say
Sound
this.
like the
Let me
source
tell
of the
let me
onion.
How long's this show
That's-
going to go on? Because if I got 15 minutes, I'm going to check out. I'm going to go bust that damn machine because I'm so tired of hearing that little shit talk. I'm about ready to die.
Listen.
Not very nice, Daddy Ed.
Hey, you done made Daddy Ed go out of character, man. What's wrong with y'all?
Listen. They need a new turf because that turf is as blue as the pool in the Olympics.
Well, they're
It's
going to get it.
disgusting.
It's just that they were silly enough to
That
say,
it is.
hey,
I'm sorry, but the turf is the
Wait,
color of
hold
the
on.
pool in the
Hold on.
Olympics.
Stop for a second. What did you just say? Rewind the clock. What did you just say again?
I said that turf is as blue as the pool in the Olympics. You're welcome. Watch it back. I'm serious. I'm serious. Take a picture. Take a picture of the field, and it will show up aqua blue on your phone. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's as blue as the pool in the Olympics. You're welcome. Breaking news.
Yeah, but listen.
don't Fred Sanford me like that ever again in your life, Amanda,
I
okay?
know, right? Look, here's the thing.
I don't know what came over me, people. That just hit me really hard.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know what came over you. Here's the thing. Where are we all sitting at in Michigan? Well, I can tell you where me and Daddy Ed's going to be sitting at. We're going to be sitting in Arlington is where we're going to be sitting. Yes, Boise. They're not playing in Boise State. Me and Daddy Ed will be sitting in Arlington, Texas for the first game of the season. That's just what we're going to be doing. But anyways, listen, quit. What we need to do is quit sharing that crap on all of the St. Louis Battlehawk pages. That was just complete and utter crap. We need to go find all the articles where that is on the Battlehawk pages and take it down. Because it was like Daddy Ed said, it was like Arlington, and it was like the Hyena said. If they didn't build us a new stadium for the Rams, an NFL team, the UFL definitely, who just merged, the XFL who just merged with the USFL, definitely ain't going to build a new stadium for as they consider a minor league football team. And if anybody clicked on it and read it and still goes and supports that page, unlike a great page like Gateway City Sports, which we're going to talk, you see that, Arlington?
Hush it.
Yeah, I segued that right into which was a very good article. Very, yes, don't share Stadium Lies, which is a very good article written by our partners over at Gateway City Sports. Derek Green, breaking records, how the St. Louis Battlehawks are dominating ticket sales. It goes on, and he talks about how the Rams left and all that, and I'm just going to get to it. He goes, 2024 is looking huge for the St. Louis Battlehawks. Early estimates for the first home game of the season have increased to nearly 40,000 in hopes of reaching 50+. The UFL has officially opened more sections in the 400s, ringing in large part to fan-based organizations that rally the fan base to a fever pitch leading up to the 2023 season. With the success of the 2023 season has showed that St. Louis is just not a baseball town. With groups like Rick Story, right there, having gathered a large following of fans and having a massive turnout in tailgate events at the Dome, which Rick helped us at the showcase that was here in St. Louis, where we fed all of the football players that came to the showcase, might add. But we didn't really feed them. That's a lie, because that's out there on Twitter. But we fed all the players and their families here in July. Thanks to Rick and many others who have helped grow the fan base of this team. Rick has also enormous influence with Mizzou tailgating. And then as it goes down, he goes, the team at F.U.E.L, which is us, the Bottom Line, B-Hog Live, X-Fan Show, with myself, Dirty Amanda, and Daddy Ed, and Brett, and he forgot to put in Eric. The F.U.E.L team, we have been on top of most of this with the news reporting, everything. And with there it is, our charity event that we raised the money for Autism Speaks, thanks to F.U.E.L, thanks to all the super fans that came and did it. This is what it's about, and this is what we have done. We have went into the other cities, the other markets with the F.U.E.L to get these other cities energized. We have the groups in San Antonio, Houston, Arlington, Birmingham, Memphis. We're trying to get somebody for Michigan. But listen, St. Louis fans, and I finally got, believe it or not, I'm going to take you two out, Arlington. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take the Hyena out. Ladies and gentlemen, I finally got that guy right there. That guy right there finally agrees with me. And Daddy Ed, imagine this. You're gonna hate to admit it, Daddy Ed, but imagine this, buddy. I finally got you to agree with me that the St. Louis fan base has to start helping the other fan bases for this league to succeed. Correct?
Correct. I will say, when we went down to Memphis to the Memphis Showboat meet and greet, ever since then, the banter between Memphis and St. Louis is picking up. But so far it's going great. Like I said on Monday's show, we might have to bring in the National Guard, because it sounds like we got everything from tugboats to aircraft carriers to destroyers. Everybody coming up the Mississippi River the wrong way is coming to St. Louis for week number 4. And I got to tell you, I think Memphis has talked about the little legion of fans that they're going to put together to come up. And I tell you what, if they come up and they make the track to St. Louis, I want to tailgate with those guys. You bet.
Look,
You want to know what's really exciting? Like Derek said in the comment section, he got his ticket for the home opener, and everything below the 400 level is already pretty much gone.
Right? It is. And JR, it's like I've been preaching to us. Is if we want this league to survive, it is going to be like right here. Who put it right here? Where did it go? Right here. The Gridiron. 100% agree with Dirty about the St. Louis fan base being the catalyst to help the other fan bases in the success of the USFL. Listen,
even
guys,
Birmingham.
Even Birmingham. I cannot wait.
Oh, boy. We're making that track, too. God, I feel like I'm going to become just a road warrior this year. I'm going to be.
He's taking my place this year.
And everybody, the Memphis St. Louis game, the I-55 showdown, book it. That's the official name. Call it what you want, but I-55 showdown, baby. That's what's happening in 2024.
Mike, I need you to hit me up after the show.
When
we're off, I need you to hit me up. But it's guys like Mike who is going to these other stadiums. Mike is planning on going to almost every single Battlehawk game, if I'm not mistaken. And Mike will be wearing a F.U.E.L shirt.
And on that note, like we have always said and been putting out there, it's not just buying tickets to the game, it's buying merch. And as you all know, a lot of new merch has come up on the UFL page, like that hat right there. Yes.
And if you don't like the UFL merch, you can go to our merch store and buy our stuff. See, like right here, JR, who is taking it, saying, hell yeah, I'm going to be in Michigan, Birmingham, and possibly DC. I know, me and Daddy Ed, we're going to the first game in Birmingham. Arlington, I know, is working out his work schedule and all that stuff. I know that we're going to a few Memphis games, right? Here's the thing that you guys got to realize. You want to talk about why do we have 3 teams in Texas? Here's the reason why. Because they're all within 5 hours of each other, and those fan bases travel like crazy. I will tell you this. You're right. How come the Rocks merch is much nicer than the UFL
I need to pull
merch?
up that jacket.
It is.
Yeah, that jacket's nice.
Look at this. Ted Taylor saying, I'm thinking about taking a family to a Memphis game. Go for it, bro. We will help you. We will help you promote that stuff. Let's get to these cities. If St. Louis wants to show that we are the number 1 fan base, we are in when it comes to St. Louis. But outside of St. Louis, guys, I'm going to tell you, San Antonio's kind of got us beat. Houston's kind of got us beat. And Arlington's kind of got us beat because they travel. I know it is 5 hours in between them, but they travel like crazy.
If anything, all the other fan bases need to prove St. Louis wrong. Like, let's try to get above the St. Louis thing. I mean, I love the fact that St. Louis is getting all the fans and all the fan bases, right? But I would love even more if they would try to outbeat St. Louis.
Well, I tell you one thing.
Amazing.
Tell you one thing, though. I'm willing to drive to Memphis. I'm willing to drive to Birmingham. But I am flying to D.C. this year. I am not driving to D.C. God, Amanda and I left for D.C. That trip out there, we were singing about every song known to man. We were having a hell of a time. It seemed like 5 minutes later we were in D.C. When we came home, I thought Pittsburgh was in Seattle. It was horrible. So we're flying to Washington, D.C.
Right here. And listen, the Brahmas are doing it. They're planning bus trips to San Antonio and Arlington this season.
Well, we need a bus trip to Birmingham. We need to get a bus trip to Birmingham. That's
Even
what
if
we
it's like 50 fans going, man, we need to get something together where we can get down to Birmingham.
Russ.
I want to go back. I want to go down there to go to Protective Stadium.
Hold on. Russ, I love you. You support our show. You support everything that we do. You support the bottom line. You support B-Hawk Live. You support X-Fan Show. Bro.
Don't read into that, dude. You're reading
Listen,
into
what are you
it.
doing?
Usual.
Hold on. I love
He's
you, Russ.
He's reading
I love you,
into
Russ.
it.
Here's what you got to realize, bro. 4 of these teams only really played at one stadium in Birmingham. Okay? You are the type of fan. You, right there, Russ. You are the type of fan that can help grow these other fan bases. You are. Memphis is a 4-hour drive. There's some days where the Memphis plays on Sunday after the Battlehawk. Drive to a game. You drive down to a Memphis game. Birmingham is only 7 hours. We're driving to there. Drive down to the game, Russ. It's you. It's fans like you that have to go and do this and support these other teams. Regardless if you're a Battlehawk fan or not, you have to support. Like right here, the Predator couple. They're coming up for their anniversary. On May 4th. May the force be with them. Love them.
I'm having like a giant slumber party at my house because there's a lot of San Antonio fans that are gonna end up in St. Louis and they all need a place to stay. So I guess I'm having a slumber party over here.
Right, guys, you want this league to last. You want this league to last? Go to these games.
Hey, there's 8 venues this time. Okay, there are 8 venues, not 4, 8. All right, so you ain't got to deal with the whole thing with the USFL and stuff. There are 8 venues, 4 for the USFL, 4 for the XFL teams. You have a chance to go to every venue. Okay, so that means we include Ford Field, Rice Stadium. Okay, we also what's the other couple of teams? I'm missing a couple. Help me out here.
Hashtag no
I hate that I forgot about that quick.
That's cool.
Protective Stadium, right?
Yes.
For Birmingham.
Look, hold on. Andrew, I'm not saying everybody's going to travel, but watch every single game.
I tell you what.
TV rating. You're right. That helps too.
I tell you what. You know when you go to the bowling alley with young kids and they put the bumper pads in the gutters so that that drive down I-55 to Memphis, there is no excuse to not go to Memphis for a game. That is the easiest drive you can ever imagine. You get on I-55 and you just put it in cruise control, and you may be doing some of this depending what's on the radio, but
we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Hey, Papa G. Hey, Papa G. Hey, Papa G.
Oh God. But yeah, I mean,
oh my goodness. But yeah,
I don't care whether you fly, you drive, or whatever. I mean, it's going to be a fun season. I can't wait to start hitting the road for these games.
Look, right here. What Michael Lathrop said. He was a 3 to 4 hour drive. Was his commute to Guardian Games season ticket holders? Now he's trying to figure out how he can make a few flights to it. Sandy, Sandy, we're not saying it's if you can't afford it. What we're saying is then just don't watch TV. Battlehawk games. Watch all the games. Listen, I'll give you guys an example where we sat out. The Hyena sat with me and my boys, right? Okay? There was a guy that sat 2 rows in front of us. In Hyena, what did the dude do? He bitched the entire game about the DC defenders going, why can't they stop the run? They know they're going to run the ball. Blah, 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 blah. Am I right, Hyena?
Yes.
He bitched the entire game. I got fed up with it. I was like, bro, do you watch any of these games? He goes, I watch every game. I go, do you? He goes, well, I watch every Battlehawk game. I go, then, bro, you would know what DC is. DC is a run-first team. If you were an actual fan of this league, you would know that DC was a run-first team, and you knew what they were going to do. That's the thing is I'm saying. You watch all of these games. Watch all of them. Like JR said right here. Setting the DVR for every game. Perfect. Perfect. Because we're going to be broadcasting live from all the tailgates, every home tailgate.
Well,
this is about.
And also, the wheels that we got to go to the away games has a third row in it. So we're making no bones about it what games we're going to. We got lots of room in that vehicle. Any of you guys want to jump in with us? All you got to do is ask, man, because it's
like
we're fun people.
I think the only one.
What about doing the watch parties? Not just watch parties for Battlehawks, people. I'm saying doing watch parties for all the teams.
Well,
do the watch party for the UFL.
We had a tailgate at Murphy's last year for the Houston Battle-Nex game, and that was fun too. I mean, we do things like that all the time.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, $175. Didn't your son pay $200 for his football back in 2020?
No, he got that free because he won. Remember?
But what was the cost on it? It was like a $200 football.
200, yeah, $199.
200, exactly. So that's cheap compared to what it was previously. $175 you tripping off of that? It was $200 back in 2020.
Yeah,
and he won that football.
Yes, Andrew,
so that's what
you are absolutely right. We are going to be doing some watch parties at Murphy and Daddy Ed.
We're doing more tailgates in the back, too.
We're doing the tailgates in the back.
We're doing the tailgates behind. He's got the perfect.
Yes, he does.
Back lot for tailgating. So we're going to not only have watch parties, we're tailgating, baby.
Here, like Michael Latham says, get to know your team's competition. Become more of a knowledgeable fan.
And when you have my dad grilling everybody, oh my, all bets are off.
Like Derek said, that opening Saturday, our first home game, the Cardinals play like a 1:15 game on that Saturday. Then there's a St. Louis City soccer game that very same night that the Battlehawks play. You've got 3 professional games going on in downtown St. Louis on the same day. If you own a restaurant in downtown St. Louis,
you're going to make a killing.
You better have everybody working
for a huge day.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have people literally have in their car 3 different jerseys. And they're going to be changing out. They're going to be changing out.
Right. Look, it's this simple. This is part of F.U.E.L. The bottom line, X-Fan Legion, or the X-Fan Show. B-Hog Live, we are part of F.U.E.L. F.U.E.L is the Fan United Experience Legion. That's what we are. We want to grow this fan base. And we need to grow this fan base. We need, as St. Louis, we need to be the hub to grow all of the fan bases in the other cities. It's fun to have the fun little rivalries and all that, but we need to help the other social media pages. Who cares who has more social media followers? Nobody cares because we can have the most social media followers and do and lay a big offer all season.
Check this out. March 30th, XFL and USFL championships are over. It doesn't matter anymore. So all these Birmingham Stallion fans saying they're trying to go for the three-peat. You're not even considered USFL no more. You're now UFL. So now you're going for the first UFL championship.
I got a question for you guys. You guys ready?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not fake news.
Right.
That
I'm glad that you said that, Arlington.
Fake news.
So let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way, okay?
It's fake news.
What can I finish?
All right, Daddy Ed.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I'm gonna let you like this.
That's interesting that you said that. Birmingham has talked all this smack, right? But they essentially had. I was talking to Predator Cup or the Predator couple about it today. He had brought up a good point, and I want to hear what you guys have to think and how you think this could change. Birmingham had essentially 10 home games for 2 years. Now they have to go on the road and play in a different stadium. They have to go in a different stadium. Do you think that's going to have some kind of impact? And I'll go Since the Hyena's looking all cross-eyed and looking like a fool, we're going to go to her first.
It didn't with DC. DC didn't have any problem.
That's it. That's
No,
all
you gotta say.
All right, Daddy Ed, you're next.
Well, you say what you want, but St. Louis was 2-2 at home and 3-1 on the road, so they were definitely a road team versus playing at home because two of their worst games they had all season was at home, so they've got a little bit to prove there. But getting back to the tailgating.
What? Can we listen?
You got to listen to this. You got to listen to this. Opening weekend on the 6th of April.
What's up, Marco?
You've got a 7 o'clock prime time game when tailgating will officially start at 7 a.m. So you've got 12 hours of tailgating before you ever go into the stadium. Can you only imagine how wound up the crowd is going to be by the time that game gets going?
Arlington?
If you watched the USFL last season, you saw how well Birmingham played. You're going to want to go and see them and see for what they were about. Why were they the champs? Why, mind you, shout out to Luke Miller of Pro Football Newsroom, who just started his new podcast. I'm doing it on this right now. State of the Stallions. He just had on his show the general manager of the Birmingham Stallions, who is how old? 23 years old. 23 years of age. Now you sit there and say, how in the hell does a young kid like that do so? There's also a young man that's working in Vegas. His name is Evan Wilsmore. They follow football. They've done it when they were in high school. Zach Potter helped Skip Holtz build 2 championships. He's 23. He built 2 championships. So you mean to sit here and tell me that you don't think that they're gonna have an impact? Birmingham has a lot.
Okay, guys, but look, Derek gets what I'm saying. It only is depending on the roster. The USFL didn't play in front of anyone.
The same. It's
completely different.
It's practically the same. The roster I'm talking about.
Well, but he brings up a good point. They didn't play in front of that many fans. So what is it going to look? How is it going to be? How is Birmingham going to do it when they move on to the road? I'm not saying Birmingham's going to crap the bed because they have a very, very good team in Birmingham. A very, very good team.
Oh, everybody's going to gun for them.
Right. I mean,
that's what's hard about being the number one team. You're going to get everybody's best shot week in, week after week after week after week. And if you don't come into that game ready to play, you're going to leave with a loss. So.
All right, here. I'll put it like this. Can all of us agree?
Ain't nobody bashing your Stallion.
No, Brett, nobody's bashing him.
Okay, here.
Oh, he needs to go to bed, Brett.
Can we all agree? Can we all agree right now, the 4 of us, right? That right now, the team to beat is the Birmingham Stallions in this league.
Absolutely. Number 2 is the Arlington Renegades. After that.
No.
Who is the number 1 team in this league? Oh, stop.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I agree with you. The Stallions. No, you haven't listened to what I was saying, though. Monday night I said Birmingham number 1.
Yeah.
I said DC number 2. And I said Memphis and St. Louis battling 3 and 4. That's what I said on Monday night.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are idiots.
Yeah. Okay, so there's only one of us that disagree that Birmingham is the number. Listen, the reason why you put into Birmingham is they're the 2-time defending champ. But again, it was like Derek said.
I get the rosters look very stacked for St. Louis. It's just that now, a lot of people are questioning the run game, even though they got Wayne Gallman, who was a former New York Giant, and they believe in Mateo Durant. They believe in him. You know what I mean? So they could use a two-back system if they choose to do so. You know what
I
I
did
mean?
win the
I only waver.
excuse me. I did not win the fantasy league without Durant. You're welcome. I did win. He was on my roster.
Here's the thing. Yeah.
I had Durant on my roster. Yes, I did.
I beat her both times we
And
played, by the way. But
no, thank you. No one asked you. Mute him.
Hey,
Doesn't
you know
matter.
what?
But
I'm
anyway,
glad.
Welcome
glad y'all
to
brought that up.
welcome to the X Fan Show and B Hawk Live. We are in overtime. We are proudly sponsored by Wild Sun Winery and Brewing Company. I am one of the hosts of this monstrosity, Dirty. Right over there is my partner in crime with me every Tuesday on the X Fan Show, the one and the only.
The A Train Arlington Lane.
And as you know, the two below me that are with
Big
me every
Daddy
Wednesday
Ed.
night. The one and
then
the
the one
only,
below me.
right below me.
Amanda. Hi. Yep.
Daddy, yeah, that's where you were supposed to do your thing.
He did. You just missed it.
I did. You're just flapping your lips. That's why you didn't hear it.
Hey, it's my buddy Caleb. What's good?
But anyway, what I was gonna say is, everyone's questioning me, saying Battlehawk should be number 2 instead of DC. Last I checked, we lost twice to DC last year. I know that's last year, but the second time we pretty much got what's the word you want to steamrolled at home?
Steamrolled.
So whether it takes, I think the Thursday night or the Wednesday night before the season starts this year, B-Hawk Live is going to have a home crowd 101 course where we are going to spend an entire hour training the fans of St. Louis on when to cheer, when to yell, and when to keep your mouth shut.
Hold on.
If I had this lady that sat about 4 rows ahead of me.
Oh, here we go.
And St. Louis would get the ball.
Chris is on a roll tonight. He going curb stomped, Molly.
Will you please quit interrupting my dad?
So they put the ball down. St. Louis is jogging up to the line. Right when they're getting ready to line up, she jumps up and she turns around to the crowd and starts bouncing up and down, saying, come on, yeah, trying to get the crowd all wound up. And it's like, you gotta be a smart fan. When you got the ball, you hear a pin drop. When you don't have the ball, you can't hear yourself think. It's not that difficult.
Well, Daddy Ed, should we be like in San Antonio and just do the wave at any given time?
I was listening.
Be like St. Louis with beach balls and blow up dolls.
I was watching Texas Talking AJ. I mean, no, not Texas Talking AJ. It was Texas Talking Football, and they were letting into their fans about how they were always doing the wave when they had the ball. And it's like, so it's not just the St. Louis problem, but we got to get a lot smarter as fans. Maybe that's why we were 2-2 at home and not.
Probably because we were throwing the wave and blow up dolls around and beach balls.
You guys,
I gotta say, just so you guys all know, get a little perspective of the stadium, where that blow up doll was rolling around and getting violated.
It was 2 sections away from where me and
it was where these guys were sitting. So when you want to talk about,
and if I had a pin, I would have popped it and put it under the chair. I would have been done with it.
Yeah, I still don't understand. I don't understand the object of beach balls at a football game, but that's just me.
All you would have heard is the air deflating. That's all you would have heard if I got it.
Y'all, before we got into this tangent, it was something that y'all sat there and said, especially Amanda.
I'm loving this. Look, we're finally getting the people to
shut the hell up. I was talking for a moment, sir.
I know. Thank you.
I was talking about fantasy football. Ready for that again for this iteration for the UFL and see it happening. Like, will there be any entertainment aspect, where fans can engage within the game. That happened with the Alliance of American Football. They did it in XFL 2020. They did it again in 2023, which I was not a big fan of. I wasn't a fan of what the XFL did for that one. But this go
Let,
around, I need something a little bit different, a little bit more fun.
let me be a Birmingham Stallion fan right now. I will be the 2-time UFL.
Okay, with that being said,
You
she will
suck.
not be the 2-time champion of her UFL.
You suck for that.
Yeah, let's just say when I had the inaugural XFL fantasy season last year, I did not anticipate my daughter would win the league. But
Right,
Amanda,
are you guys seeing this?
the hyena. Yeah.
Are you guys seeing this? The fans in St. Louis are finally saying, enough with the beach ball, enough with the wave, enough with it. They're finally starting to get it. If we want to be taken seriously as fans, we can't be doing that dumb shit. We can't be doing it.
Stuff.
Sucks. Hey, Chance Stan Kroenke sucks.
All you got to do is this. After every Battle Hawk touchdown,
hate me.
A.J. McCarron. Yeah. That's what we're going to be doing. After every Battle Hawk touchdown, A.J. McCarron. Yeah.
And then Jay Peasy's gonna be running around the side saying, "You get a glove, and you get a glove, you get a glove."
With everybody saying,
Hey,
the fun league, baby.
On a more serious note, I'm fat and I'm hungry and I gotta eat.
Wait, I need to say one more thing. No. In September, everybody
Hyena, that's what I was getting ready to do.
Okay,
I was getting ready to lead into that for you.
Well, nobody cares about your eating habits, so let me go into it.
You do, because it costs us money.
Shut up.
In September, everybody, at Wild Sun Winery and Brewing Company, we will be having another fundraiser, and I am very excited to announce that we will be raising money for Power Play Foundation, which is Ricky Prohl and his wife's foundation. So I'm very, very, very excited about it. So everybody get ready, get your popcorn ready, as Daddy Ed says. It's going to be one heck of a night.
Mark your calendars for September 7th. It's already etched in stone. 2 weeks later, September 21st, at Wild Sun Winery is the Customer Appreciation Hog Roast, where Big Daddy Ed, yours truly, along with a crew of my awesome friends, are going to roast another hog, probably about 175, 180 pounder this year. It's going to be good. So 2 weekends of your month of September are already gone. Mark it down. It's going to happen.
Daddy Ed, because coming June 16th is the UFL Championship right here in St. Louis. Ted, you better not bring one beach ball. You better not bring any stupid beach balls. Anyway,
get your pens ready, folks. Make sure you bring your pens, keys.
That's right,
whatever.
Daddy Ed. On June 15th, we're also doing another charity. And what is that? What are we doing that for? Our charity. What is that charity for?
We are doing a back-to-school supply drive, and it's geared towards the St. Louis inner city schools. Public school. Well, no, it's not the public schools. We're going to be more geared towards the charter schools.
Okay.
It's going to be a back-to-school fund drive for disadvantaged. Another thing that we're going to do that's going to be awesome this year is every single home game that we have a tailgate for, which is all of them, the 5 weeks that we have a home tailgate, we are doing a food drive for same thing. We're doing the St. Louis City Schools for the disadvantaged, because face it, in the spring with the summertime coming, schools are out a lot of the summer in the inner cities, and as much as we enjoy 3 meals a day, that's not always the case for everyone. So in the city, so we're going to do a food drive every home game with all the food going into the food bank downtown for those families that really need it once school's out for the summer. So,
well, and Daddy, let's not forget that we're not just doing that in St. Louis. F.U.E.L is just not doing that in St. Louis. We're doing it in every single city that we have a F.U.E.L affiliation with. We are doing a food drive for every single affiliation city that we are in. So it's in Houston, San Antonio, Memphis, Birmingham, Michigan. We're going to correlate food drives for at all the home games for every city that F.U.E.L is in, for every except US UFL team. We will have it. And our June 15th event will be held at Salsa Rosadasa on 3135 Olive Street. We're going to have silent auctions, stuff like that at this event on June 15th. More details to come. We'll get the flyer out there, all of that stuff. But yes, that's what we're going to be doing. Anything else?
Derek hit the nail on the head, and the best way to end the show. Top notch. Real nice. We're good.
Hey, before we go, before we get out of here, I got a quick thing. Hey, those that follow the community in the UFL, I want to give a shout out to Ducky. Uh, whatever's personal stuff that he's going through, man. Hey, just know that despite the fact that we love to mess with you and troll with you, man, we're here for you, man. And so definitely got love for you because you are part of the UFL community, man. So just telling you from the A Train, love you, man, and I hope all the best for you too, man. So just wanted to make sure I got that out there. All right, are we done?
No, we do got one more big thing. Ladies and gentlemen, on a side note, me and Arlington have been doing this show for 5 years now. And there's been a lot of people who have supported us, loved us, and helped us through all of you guys on here tonight that has watched this show. Thank you guys from the bottom of our heart. With the Hyena and Daddy Ed, who have supported us and in everything. Without them, me and Arlington would not be in the spot that we're in. Our F.U.E.L family with the Predator couple, Brahma Babe, Ball Hawk 1, Rig Rocker, Brett in San Antonio, Ducky, all of those guys. What's up, Wyatt? We would not be in the position of where we are. But, ladies and gentlemen, me and Arlington, with the help of our F.U.E.L family, we have a very, very big announcement. Arlington, should we announce what's coming in the next week or two?
Yes.
Yep.
So,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next week or two, F.U.E.L Sports TV will be live on Roku and Fire Stick. The F.U.E.L Legion has went worldwide, and it's all thanks to you guys for supporting us and believing in us. It's all of you guys who has got us to where we are. And from the bottom of my heart, I am truly humbled and grateful for every single one of you guys that have supported us and have done this. We could not have done this without you guys. It's all because of you guys of why we are where we are. Yes, Roku and Fire Stick. It will be on there. You will be able to download the app right now. And I wish I could show you guys, but
you cannot.
I am doing a soft launch right now, and I am watching our show.
You cannot.
Are you going to announce the network name?
We will next week when everything. Okay. Yes, Fire Stick and Roku. Yes, next week we will launch it. We will have our own channel on there. And again, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart.
Well, Daddy, and I want to say to Arlington and Dirty, thank you so much from Daddy Ed and I, from Eric, from everyone literally that has been a part of this show.
Brett the Hitman.
Yep, Brett, we could not be more honored and humbled to be a part of your X-Fan Legion F.U.E.L. We're excited. We love it.
Yeah. Just
No,
told
I
me
promise you, it's
Dirty
not Dirty
TV.
TV, Mike.
No, Mike, we did not name it Dirty TV.
We couldn't name it Dirty
We
TV. We
didn't
would have
do
had a
that. We
whole
didn't do
fight.
that.
We
But
would have had a whole fist
again,
fight over that. Oh,
uh,
serious.
Daddy Ed and Amanda, thank you guys for believing in this. And when Arlington, when he went his way, and we needed co-host for our Battle Hawk Live show, that you two stepped in with Big Papa G helping us out. So thank you guys for that. You guys have made B Hawk Live grow even more. So thank you to both of you. Much love and all that stuff from the bottom of my heart. And the son of a bitch sitting next to me over here. I'll never be able to express my love and my gratitude for you, bro. We've been through hell, like Brett said right here.
Sure did, man.
We have been through hell and
Really?
back.
Are you doing it for real?
I am, bro. We've been through hell and back, with all of this, shit. And for some reason, you've stuck by me and all of my crazy ideas. And I was like, bro, we're at a level now. We need a TV channel. And you're like, all right, I'm done. Let's do it. I'm done listening to you. And bro, I just got to say thank you. I love you. And to all the fans, I love all of you guys. Thank you for making it happen. I truly do appreciate it. And I'm humbled.
I hate that you made me forget exactly what I was about to say. He's done. He's gone. And that's fine.
Are you looking
left.
at some of these names that they got for our show? For our network?
Yeah.
Well, and without this show, I wouldn't have had my daddy is on the show with me. And then Arlington, my brother, and now I have my boyfriend Dirty. So I've gained a lot from this show. So yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Excited. Thank you so much. Hey, the other announcement that I wanted to make before we go, hey, we are now partnering with our good friends over at Gateway City Sports. So you can also go online to gatewaycitysports.com and you can check out our content there on their site. Big ups to our good friends Derek King, Ron Nuttall, and Gene Bonds. Thank you so much, guys, for helping us be a part of this wonderful project that we're doing and saying, hey, you taking a chance with us. So big thanks to you guys at Gateway City Sports once again. Okay. All right. That'll wrap things up for this edition of the show. Any last words before y'all go? Big Daddy Ed, anything you got to say?
Just make sure you leave Monday nights at 8 o'clock open as well. As the bottom line will be on again Monday night. But all I'd like to say to everybody is I wish I would have done this when I was a lot younger. But I am having the time of my life. You guys can't imagine how enjoyable this has been for me. It's a lot of work, but having our own TV channel is going to be huge. And it's going to be awesome to see where it goes. Easy E, Brett the Hitman, A-Train, Dirty, Amanda. We got a lot more announcements of a lot of other podcasts, a lot of other groups. This thing's going to blow up.
You better get on board, baby.
Better get on board, or you're going to be left behind.
And I'm going to leave with this. I think the best part about this all, before I get choked up, and I want to say about what the big announcement is too, is the fact that this is something that I will always be able to look back. That's something that my dad and I have that is mutually special to us. This isn't just a show. This is memories too. So please know that. And I think the best part about all of this is the fact that I can experience this with my dad, because I'll never forget these moments. So without me getting sentimental right now.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for tuning into this edition of the X-Man Show B-Hawk Live. One night only special. This is the A-Train signing off. We'll catch you again next week. All right. Thank you so much.